Rain had always sounded different in Obinna's office. It never fell the way it did on the thatched roofs of the village, or the rusted zinc of the market stalls. No, inside this room, it tapped gently against the glass, like cautious fingers on a locked door. That night, Ada sat behind her late father's mahogany desk. The air smelled of old leather chairs, candle wax, and books that had seen too many secrets. In front of her were ledgers filled with the handwriting she had known since childhood, her father's handwriting. But tonight, the numbers were no longer just numbers. They were lives. Her father, Obinna, had always been a man of two reputations. In the village streets, people spoke his name in hushed tones, feared, respected, sometimes hated, as a relentless debt collector. But at home, he was something else. A quiet, protective father. There were no uncles, no cousins, no mother, only him, Ada, and the ever-present smell of brewed coffee that clung to his clothes. When Obinna died suddenly, Ada was left with more than grief. She was left with his business, and a warning she did not yet understand. On his deathbed, his voice was weak, but his eyes sharp. He held her hand and whispered, "Don't trust everyone who smiles at you. And if you find the red folder, don't open it until you're ready." For weeks, Ada tried to ignore those words. But the ledgers kept pulling her deeper. She saw names she recognized from her childhood, marked as settled even though no money had ever been paid. Some bore only a single word beside them, promise. Then, one night, she found it. At the bottom drawer of her father's desk, tied with a black ribbon. The red folder. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Inside were photographs, letters, receipts, and a list of 32 names, all written in her father's hand. Beside them, the same note appeared again and again. Protected. No collection. Her breath caught when she found one photograph. A faded image of her father holding her as a baby, and beside him, a woman. A woman with gentle eyes and braided hair, smiling warmly at the camera. The woman from Ada's earliest memories. On the back of the photo, in Obinna's careful writing, were the words, "Chika, never collect from her." Ada's heart pounded. Her mother, whom she barely remembered, was real. And she was tied to this secret list of 32. But before Ada could understand, fate moved faster than her thoughts. 1 week later, her father's office was broken into. Nothing was stolen, no cash, no books, no jewelry. Only the red folder. Ada stood in the doorway, staring at the broken window, her chest tight with dread. She remembered her father's warning. She remembered the way the rain always tapped against the glass, like fingers knocking. And that night, as she sat alone in his chair, the tapping grew louder. Not like rain anymore, but like someone, or something, asking to be let in. To be continued. Follow us for stories, like, comment, share and subscribe.